What's going on, guys? So the market has been crazy lately. Before I get into this, if you want to watch me trade live every single day, the link to my other channel is in the description of this video. It's just called Cove Trader. Sign up to that channel and get notified when I go live. We trade futures, stocks, options live every single day. So let's jump into this. I mean, is this a relief bounce and we're going to go lower, or are we going to chop in this zone? I'm going to be honest with you, just as taking an overall market in. I could see us coming back up to about 21,400 and then maybe lower. I think the overall target for me this year is going to be somewhere between 20,000 and 18,500. I know a lot of people think we're going to hold the line here. There's just a lot of uncertainty going on. Tariffs, the whole war over there. Um, they're talking about a shrinking GDP number. I am going to say that we're going to go a little bit lower. I am starting to add positions as we get closer to 20,000. And as we fall below 20,000, I'm going to start aggressively adding positions. Um, that's my overall goal, is to really push into this market below 20,000. I know we were getting there, we were getting close to there, and I did grab a couple things, but I just want to see another 5% plus more down. I might be selfish, but that's what I'm looking for, is somewhere around, you know, probably 20,100 to 85, 18.5. I know it's a big range. It's kind of what I'm looking for. You can't time the bottom. So that's the range where I start adding into stocks and companies that I want to own for a while. Uh, as I continue to watch, Tesla's been taking a dump. We bought the bounce. I actually bought end of day on Friday, and I took some chips off the table end of day Monday. I know the bounce was, looks nice and everything, but I just don't know how long the bounce is going to be there for. So I got in at 81, 82 ish. And I mean, I got $10 out of this real in a day. So that's about 3% in a day. I really can't complain with 3% in one day. Can it go higher? Yeah, I still got a couple chips left. If we go to 300, 310, I'll probably take the rest of it off. I do want to own Tesla for the long haul. I just think that we are going to end up coming down a little bit. I see we have earnings at the end of April. I don't really see us going all the way back up to 350 or something before earnings. So I'm going to be watching it. If you look, we've traded a ton in this area. So obviously a pullback into this area would be great. And I think that would be a good cost average for me to get back in. We played it on the way up and just, just waiting for that pullback. A couple of the other ones I'm in. TA has earnings on Monday. I've been eyeing this one. I did not grab it. I ended up just not grabbing it. It's something I've been looking at. I want to see the next earnings. Uh, if they do falter on earnings, I'm going to do a deep dive into it and see what the deal is. But this is definitely one I would like to own. I also see ASML had good earnings, and they've since almost filled the earnings gap. I am going to take a piece of this. I'm going to start writing puts probably within the next week or so. Um, I think they are a great company going forward. It is a little weird that they have these good earnings and they just never really go anywhere. I have taken this off. I'm out. Not watching this anymore. What else? Oh, our lemonade pick. Man, I almost had a heart attack. Freak. Lemonade had earnings. We saw that massive drop on earnings. And I said, F it and grab some more. And since then, I'm out. But what a bounce. I mean, this thing was all the way down at $27. It went from $27 back up to 36. The roller coaster on Lemonade is ridiculous. I am going to take some chips off the table. I did not like the earnings reaction. I did like the numbers, though. Numbers were pretty good. I am going to continue playing this just at a lesser scale. I'm going to keep just selling puts and calls and keep collecting my premium through the week. I do think it offers great premium every week. The premium is almost unmatched, but I did get a bad taste in my mouth when we dropped to $27. I'll always have a piece of this. I do think it is a company I want to own. I was just super heavy in it. And yeah, I was super heavy in it, and it could have really hurt my portfolio. And I kind of got a little lucky. I stuck to my thesis. My thesis played out. It's just too bad the earnings reaction was bad to start off with. But I am going to keep selling puts if I get put to stock, selling calls, and just keep collecting premium. This stock, I do believe, will work its way back up. But I'm just going to lighten up the amount, especially where I think the market is going to go. Can easily drag this down with it. Um, and you had bad earnings, continue to drop. If I can get this under $10, um, I'm gonna reload the boat. I sold a good part of my position prior to earnings. I'm only about half in, and if we get under $10, I am probably gonna buy that other half back. We did really well on this because we added from 11, 12 all the way down to almost the low tens, and then rode that from the low tens all the way up to the high 13s. So we made really good money. I do like this company. I just think that we are going to come back down and maybe test under 10 where I can then load the boat again. One of the things I've been eyeing, I haven't jumped in yet, is AMD. Man, the hate on AMD is absurd, and it just keeps going lower. I don't know. At some point, the market has to bounce this back up. I just don't see a way. I don't see a place that we're not trading back up to 120, 130. How low will it go? I don't know. I'm going to keep my eye on it. I would probably say I'm eyeing probably the 80s, probably low 80s. We start getting into the low 80s, I'm going to start taking a good sized position here. We talked about Rumble. I am not in Rumble yet, but it's interesting that politicians have been buying Rumble. That was what I had on my list. This is my Bitcoin name. I've been watching this one. I actually played this little bounce on Friday. Man, this is a volatile one, to be honest with you. I'm going to keep watching the Bitcoin names. I think Bitcoin is going to see 75,000. When it sees 75,000, I'm going to start writing puts on CleanSpark and MicroStrategies. And I think that's where I'm going to start. I'll just keep following Bitcoin and wait till Bitcoin gets down to 75,000-ish. And then these are the companies that I'm going to want to own at wherever the price is at when Bitcoin is at 75,000. So lower it goes, all the better for us. Celsius, I told you guys about this one. I did not really like the acquisition. It popped on earnings and acquisition news. Since has given it all back. I think this is going to be one that trends lower, maybe even sees the lows, but I am going to want to own before this earnings. I do have a feeling that the acquisition is going to add a lot. I think they're going to come out with some new things, but I also think the market hates this company, and I can see it trading back down to maybe $20. And that is where I would probably start to get in. What you have right now is people that chased, they're getting crushed, they're going to start selling. people that were in this that didn't sell are now like, I'm going to get out. We're going to sell this even down further. And then that's where I want to jump in. We missed BABA. I will not chase BABA. PDD is one I'm following. PDD recently just taken a pretty good tumble. If we can get this closer to 100, I'm probably looking at this. I'm still in Grab. I know Grab over one of the weekends, everybody got all hot on Grab. Bought it up. I don't know. I'm in. I'm selling calls every single week. I am already way in profit. The juice on the calls is high. I sold $5 calls. Juice is high, and I just keep collecting premium. I do like the company long term, and I like the premium that I'm able to collect every week. And that's kind of where I'm sitting at. I collect, 10, 15 cents of premium every week. It's a $5 stock. So you're collecting, I don't know, call it 2% a week. 10 cents every week is a lot on a $5 stock. So I just keep collecting it and collecting. And then we'll see where it goes. But I think overall, we're going to see this become a $7, $8 stock probably within a year. And that's pretty much what I'm looking at. My nuclear stock has taken a little bit of a dump, had earnings. I'm still in, still holding. I wrote some calls against the position, collected. And on Monday, I will write more calls, and we'll just keep rinsing and repeating and collecting premium on this one. I don't think it's going to be a massive mover, but this is my small allocation to nuclear energy. And then other than that, I grabbed some of this Oscar Health. They have high premiums. The only issue is options are only monthly. So it's one of those things that it's not great, but it's something I have a small piece of. And one of the other things I'm looking to get in, I'm looking to buy some Google here. Google has come down a massive amount, and I'm going to start adding into a Google position, an Amazon position. I would like to see Amazon get lower. I did ride it on this day, on this hammer, from like 205 up to 210 in a day. It was an awesome day trade. But I just kind of feel like the market's going to drag it lower. And if we can get this to like 195, 185, I'm going to start a nice core position and look to really hold this one for a while. So I know it's not much. I'm looking for the market to come down. I have a good sized cash pile, and I'm just going to kind of wait it out and see what happens over the next couple weeks. Hopefully we trend lower, and we can start pushing our chips onto the table.